Welcome to Never a Foul midweek show, and it's going to be something special because, as you can see, we're in the studio today for a midweek Premier League roundup. I'm also wearing the famous red shirt because we're the 3-point collectors tonight. Yes, North London might be red, but it might be red of Manchester United. Arsenal beating at home, Spurs beating at home, Liverpool beating at home. Very good night for me. And you know what to do, people. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're going to have a great show tonight. 1 hour of pure madness. And you know what I'm going to say, people.
Don't go anywhere, Ronaldo. Don't go anywhere.
But I'm also joined, there you go, by Mr. Daps himself, people.
Salute. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Just smash the like button. Don't go anywhere, Ronaldo.
Crying, as usual, making it about him.
One thing you have to know about me
Who,
is
me or
I'm not here to fuck about.
Oh man, guys, you know what to do, man. Make sure you are liking this video. There's already 25 of you here when we just started the live stream. I'm going to get through some of the comments as well, but first of all, I think it's only right that we bring in one of our Never a Foul hosts, one of our Never a Foul's finest. He's here. He's not here with us, but he's here. Mo, welcome.
Hey guys, what is going on? It's a glorious day.
By the way, can I just quickly say, you came in like this. Antonio Conte's not at your club anymore, bro.
No. I was looking at this video. I'm actually, they dropped the stinker, and I know that we're going to talk about it. It is an absolute domination from Erik ten Hag. If Erik ten Hag plays like this every game, apart from Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City, I think they can get top. Guys can get top 4 easily.
Ooh, you're starting quick. Giving me, honest, Daps has been with me today. I've been celebrating like a madman in his living room.
Been waking up my daughter.
Been waking up his daughter, and now you're coming in 5 seconds in saying we can get top 4. Mo, you're gonna make.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, bro. Like I don't think any neutral fan would not have enjoyed this. It does, like,
it was a good game.
The fluidity. It was a good game. Like, it's a good game from one side, and like we saw. I don't want to talk about the game. I know I want to go through the comments, but to be honest, I just want to say that. Maybe I was wrong about Martinez. This guy kept Harry Kane so quiet that Harry Kane got frustrated. He didn't want to play. He didn't even want to get involved. Harry Kane at the end.
Can you just say, what did I say on the preview on Never a Foul? People watched the preview yesterday. I said, Lisandro Martinez, bread and butter, hitting people on the half turn. And George said, let's see. I said, let's see. Lisandro Martinez put Harry Kane in a spliff tonight. And I don't like to talk like that. But if you smoke, you're smoking a good one tonight for Manchester United.
They were quiet.
Yeah, it was glorious. To be honest, him and Casemiro made the difference today. It was kind of glorious. Brilliant. I know. I'm so happy for Cas. He's in the stadium. I'm so happy for him, man. I'm sure
he's got
buzzing. I'm sure they
well, you know, every time he's been there, apart from one game, I think they've won. And you know what? This is the first time, people. If you're watching, by the way, everyone that's watched Never a Foul from the start. I've done watch-alongs in here. I've watched United in here lose to the Europa League final. I think I've watched 4 games here now. That's in it. We've never won.
At least 4, yeah.
I don't watch games here. I'm so superstitious. I sat in a new spot tonight over there. That's my spot forever now.
Mo, you've usually got these things. Have you seen the stats yet for
They're right in front of me.
For shots on goal?
Crazy.
10.
Huh? No, 10. We had about 27 shots.
No, Tottenham.
10 on target. 10 on target.
Oh, 10 on target.
Yeah.
All right, see, that's the Tottenham in him already coming out. He's not saying, I said how many shots, didn't say on target.
Oh, no, I thought you said 28. 28.
28. And how many did Tottenham have?
2 on target. Just 2.
That's the only shots they had?
No. They had 9, but you know, like the stats are like any hidden.
Mo don't want to. Mo does
not because you know that the shot can be like you can shoot like nowhere and then it counts like a shot. Like Dalot had a shot with left foot that went all over. Harry Kane tried to shoot once and it got blocked even outside the 18. They count this as a shot, and it didn't even make it inside the box. And
well, we're going to talk in it. We're going to talk in it. I think it's only right. There's already 50 people watching. I'm going to get through a few comments. I'm going to spend a couple minutes just going through these guys. Make sure you are hitting the like on this video. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new. Make sure you're subscribing to Trafford Tunnel as well, which is our Manchester United channel. Cas might be joining us and Double A, but they're at the game, so I'm sure they're celebrating right now. Big up Bailey. He says another win for Liverpool. Kenshi says, please bring in Mo. The show needs to hear him of his beloved Conte. Put on a shit show. Fred will tear you apart again. United, that's me. Man United champions. Raw, you lot are doing a late show. We are. We had to do something for you tonight. Big up everyone that's watching. Big up Michael every single time. Ilyas, are you going to win the league? See, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. You lot click
this. Is Ilyas's thing. What Ilyas does is, I've been trying to show him on Discord how to ask questions correctly, right? Because he asks these questions that no one can answer unless you've got a mystic ball. And Hassam tries to do the mystic ball thing and always gets it wrong, right? So, Ilyas, you need to ask, do you think you will win the league? Yeah, because then you'll get an answer. If you say, will you win the league? I'm just like, I'm not going to entertain you no more. Like, I don't know, but are you going to win the league?
People are coming for.
Could we get top 4? Potentially. We'll talk about it.
Where are you now?
People are
for fifth. 1 point off 4th.
Fifth with the game in hand.
Yeah, true.
Hold on, how you still got a game in hand?
Yeah.
What over us as well? Even though we didn't play.
You got to remember, Arsenal had 2 games.
Your Arsenal game got cancelled. Yeah,
not got a game over us, have they?
Yeah. What did they say about Tottenham? I like this. Battered everywhere they go. What's happened? Oh, cool.
Do you know what? But there was something I will say earlier is, if you think about it, United have played Liverpool at home, Arsenal at home, Tottenham at home,
3 wins,
and won all 3.
Yeah,
100%. I like this as well.
Today is the only time they actually played on the front foot from the first minute. Like, they beat Arsenal and Liverpool and that proves that this guy knows what he's talking about. But go through the big 5 coming. Yes, lads.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the big 5K.
Person.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone that's watching. Jamie, I see your message earlier about supporting the channel. Thank you very much earlier, man. I see that on Twitter. 5K subscribers today, people. So we're going to talk about the football, but we're also going to give you an opportunity to ask us questions as well. 100 million%. So make sure you just keep liking this video on your way in. 60 people already here. Share it with a friend. Make sure you do that. Kane and Son have been dead versus top teams this season. United played well tonight. Don't you play Chelsea on the weekend? Yeah, that's the big game, people. Chelsea, Man United on the weekend. We'll have a preview on this channel on Friday as well. I hope you're liking the new look, by the way, with the studio and everything. There's much more to come from this. But yeah, guys, keep getting your comments in. And yeah, we move. Right then. I think it's only right. It's nice, actually. Do you know what? Daps has had a chilled week. City haven't played. United have won. Liverpool have still got another win, which we're going to talk about. Chelsea drew tonight. So there's a lot happening in the Premier League. Newcastle with another win. But let's start with this United game, because Daps, you were just saying, like you said anyway, 3 games at home against the Big 6. Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool. Did I expect at the start of the season Manchester United to win them games, the first 3 home games against the big... Okay, we lost to City away, I get that. But at home, I probably didn't, because
you did expect to get something against us, to be fair.
I did. I real talk, I did. I thought my man was back. He scored 2, but we got put on toast by them. But do you know what? For Ten Hag, I'm going to say it loud and clear to everyone that's watching right now. People know me. I'm quite a chilled, realistic, I like to say, but I can get hyped sometimes. But that was the best Manchester United performance we have seen this season.
Well, it was hardly at the Etihad, was it?
It weren't at the Etihad, but I'm saying it loud and clear. If we can do that throughout the rest of the season and he gets 2 or 3 transfer windows of his players in, Manchester United.
Yeah, I heard you say that on your TikTok earlier. Bro, give him 3 transfer windows and you're going to be cooking.
Bro, honestly, we're going to be cooking. I don't want to say we're going to win the league, but we will be up there competing. And I'm telling you now, Mo, you know the game from a tactical point of view. Today against Spurs, we won the ball back so quick. We were passing fast through the midfield. We were creating chances, which is something we haven't done. Look at the Newcastle game. And today we scored 2 goals. I couldn't be more happy as a Manchester United fan sitting here right now. For these people that support Tottenham Football Club, yes, Antonio Conte has won trophies. I get it. Mourinho won bloody trophies at
Mourinho got Tottenham to a final.
He got him to a final, got sacked. This football is not sustainable. Me and Daps are having a conversation about it the other day. This football is good when you're winning things. Tottenham want to be winning things. I'm telling you now, with Antonio Conte, he will grind out wins. He will get victories. But the other teams like Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea now with Graham Potter, Arsenal with Arteta, and Man City with Pep, they're only going to get better. Tottenham tonight, that was a poor performance. We dominated them start to finish. I am very happy tonight. Could have been 5-0. Let's pull it out there.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. I think today I was impressed. I was impressed watching you.
Yeah, you were fully wearing it. You were like,
but I will also keep this. I've been saying it for weeks, Mo. We've done so many streams. I know you've heard me say this whole. I respected Tottenham fans for how they weren't willing to sell their soul and watch shit football under Mourinho for a trophy. If they are out of the Champions League, and not in contention to win the Premier League in March, I don't care if they're in the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Couldn't give a shit. I want to hear this. I want to feel the same energy towards Conte as it was towards Mourinho, because he's been back more than Mourinho. He's been back more than Mourinho. He probably had longer than Mourinho by that point, by March next year. How long's Mourinho? How long's Mourinho at Tottenham?
I'm trying.
Mourinho got one season from January. I think he got sacked. I think in January as well, in February.
So we got like a year and a half.
They would have got.
He got a year exactly. Antonio Conte now is less than a year. So by March, it's gonna be the same.
But by March, it's gonna be the same. He's been back more. If he's out of the Champions League, not in contention to win the league, and watching the football,
potentially out of the FA Cup or Carabao.
But even if they're in that, because Mourinho got sacked while they were in that, so apparently shit football and Carabao Cup is not good enough, right? So if it's shit football, more backing and Carabao Cup or FA Cup, for me, it's not good enough.
Can I spin a question on you then? Because if we look at Mourinho and Conte, he's been backed. If you're saying that he's not challenging for a title, my counteract to that would be that Tottenham, I don't think, expected to challenge for a title. So for him to stay in the job, what are Tottenham's expectations for you?
They need to play better football. But because my whole thing was that Tottenham fans, what I respected was that Tottenham fans were not willing to sell their soul and watch shit football for a trophy, right? Now, if Conte's playing better football and they're like, we don't mind, this football's good, and we don't mind building, we don't mind building, football. But the whole thing is that Conte's gone in there like, no, because this guy can win trophies. That's the whole thing around Conte is this guy can win trophies, right?
No, I disagree with you, completely disagree with you. Of course you do. The difference is, I'll tell you why. Because I in my club, we had Mourinho, but we had the good Mourinho. And then Mourinho now coaches Roma, and we had Antonio Conte, but we had Antonio Conte when we were terrible. So basically, at the moment, they lost. They are not. I'm defending Antonio Conte, not Tottenham Hotspur. They need to understand that this club is not a big club. Tottenham Hotspur are not a big club, and for them to be third after 10 to 11 games and being contention even for top 4, okay, and winning.
Hold on. No, I'll stop you there. After 10 games 2 years ago, they were top.
Yeah, but that's different. Listen to me.
Why is it different?
Listen to me. Mourinho. I'll tell you why. Because of the system. But they learn. But that's the thing. They learn. Okay, Brendan Rodgers almost won the league.
Right.
Jurgen Klopp almost won the league, and they kept Jurgen Klopp. Would you, like, as a Liverpool fan, any Liverpool would tell you that, oh, Jurgen Klopp, you didn't win the league. We need to sack you.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm telling you.
Okay,
let me finish this. They know. I'm going to say one sentence. Antonio Conte is someone who is going to inject winning mentality into the club.
Okay.
Playing like this.
No, but hold on. Mo,
yes.
Mo,
he won the league with Juventus like this. You guys don't understand. You guys don't know, like, how is it? He's gonna play like this against every big team, and he's gonna lose.
And we've gone away from our point. My point was Jose Mourinho had them, and Jose Mourinho also has a winning mentality. Yeah, Jose Mourinho had Tottenham top after 10 games, right? And got back less, playing boring football. Now Conte's gone in there. He's now been backed more. They're not top, and they're playing as bad a football, right? So for me, that's like for like, and
they're not playing. That's the thing.
But Mo, do you know this is where I disagree, and I have to go.
You're only watching Spurs. I'm sorry, Ty. You're only watching Spurs in the big games. I know how it works. I know Antonio Conte will.
But big games is where you're going to win trophies, Mo. You're not going to win.
Let me finish that. Exactly. The Premier League is not Serie A. His Premier League of 2016-17 is not the same. This Premier League is much harder to win. Back in the days, Antonio Conte used to be at Chelsea. Huh? Not exactly.
Again, sorry, no.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Jurgen Klopp got 90 points.
Mo. We're comparing Conte and Mourinho. You're saying this season's more difficult to win. Again, the season when Mourinho was there was that season, the season when they were top after 10 games was the season that Manchester City's title race was against Man United. So you can't tell me
when he
that
got
season was more
sacked, where
difficult
was
than
he?
this season.
Where was he? Where was he?
It was
when he got
2020,
sacked? Mourinho.
2021. It was Mourinho, bro.
Where was he on the table? Where was he on the table?
Mourinho was top after 10 games.
No. When he got sacked, it was February.
No,
Do you know
but
where
no,
he was?
bro, I'm saying
That's what I'm
in
telling you,
March.
bro.
No, but no, Mo, because I'm saying.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you. Okay, let me ask.
Your
I'm gonna ask
defense of
Ty.
Conte is beautiful. You are a loyal brother to that guy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, because I tell you what, because someone tweeted said Antonio Conte has to get fired. If comes March, Daps, and they are third in this league with a big margin, they'll be mad to sack him. Are you guys serious?
I get that. Okay.
But no, but they were mad to no, but Mo, I hear it, but they were mad to sack Mourinho because they didn't want shit football.
Mourinho
that's
was
exactly
8.
what I'm saying.
He was
No, but
8.
Mo, I'm
Dude.
not saying they should get rid of Conte. What I am saying is
Yeah.
hold the same fucking energy that you held against Mourinho.
Yeah,
They should have got rid of him.
If the guy,
Tottenham to be where they were in the Carabao Cup is good for them.
if the guy takes these guys and gets out of the top 4, he should get sacked. Done. Over.
Right. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I think with Tottenham, Antonio Conte will have this season. If he gets top 4, Mo, you're right in the aspects in terms of they are aiming to get top 4. That's Tottenham's aim. But mainly, their fans' aim is to win a trophy. Now, yes, Antonio Conte has won trophies.
They're delusional, Ty. They're delusional. They're delusional.
Listen to me.
If
Mo, let me finish.
This guy's so loyal to Conte.
Let me
literally,
finish.
is he your uncle, bro?
I know, honestly. But with Tottenham and Antonio Conte, I want to make it clear. He wins league titles. Now, in his time at Tottenham, he won't win a league title. Hear me out. 100% he would not win a league title. And that's what he's won at football clubs. However, for me, Tottenham want to be getting into the top 4. They spent that money. But I look at the Tottenham players they've got. Kulusevski, you've got Richarlison now for 60 million. You've got Harry Kane, Heung-min Son. You've still got Basuma your side. You've got Jed Spence that's come in. You've got Romero still there. Now, I am saying, from a neutral perspective, look at that performance tonight. Put that aside.
Not good enough.
Tottenham performances are not good enough. Now, you tell me this. If Tottenham had got Graham Potter, right, when they wanted him a year ago, would Tottenham be playing better football with these type of players they've got now, and would fans have more patience? Don't look at me on this stream and say the answer is no. 100% Mo. They would have better football and they would be backing this manager. I'm telling you now, there's more Spurs fans out there that are slowly saying, do you know what, Conte, I don't know in a year's time if he will be the right man there. Conte's a good manager, by the way. Me and Daps are respecting him. Yeah. But the football he plays and what they want to achieve, Tottenham can get more out of these players with a manager that I think will play attacking football.
But my whole thing isn't even anti-Conte. My thing is have the same energy for Conte that you had for Mourinho. Mourinho had you in a final. He had you in a final. He got back less in January. After 10 games, you're in an you're currently in a worse position right now. I just think this whole Conte thing, it's like he's being given more time. I don't know what it is. There seems to be this love for him.
He'll get this season. And the thing is as well, we've got to remember with Conte, it's not even just about
Tottenham. It costs too much to get rid of him, to be fair.
Exactly. But the thing is, he'll have demands and he'll say, do you know what? Did you see his conference after the game? He said, Manchester United are by far the better team than Tottenham.
Did he say
actually said that after the game. I just saw the quote before I came on.
But this is the other thing I don't like about him. And I didn't like this last season. His moaning. Like, coming out and... I find it old school.
Tactics. What do you expect?
I find it old school when he's like moaning like they're a lot better than us. No, for me, they shouldn't be that much better.
Yeah, we shouldn't. We shouldn't have dominated them like we did tonight. We'll
talk
about United.
Sorry. Let's deep this for a second. Yeah, who did you have up top?
Rashford.
Right. They had Harry Kane and Son. Right.
Yeah.
How can you tell me that Harry Kane and Son? Right. Well, ultimately, we know because of the shit football that they're not getting chances because it's defensive football, right? With no midfield, really, no midfield of quality.
Yeah.
Right. I wish I wish our game against Tottenham did not get postponed because we could have got a fucking win against them at last. They're looking piss
100%.
poor.
I'm going to go through some of the comments, people, and then we'll touch on United and their positives because I think Conte's got a bit of a hammering at the moment. Big up Big Six Bants every single time. He says Potter stinker, Conte stinker. We're living. He's happy with the rivals tonight. Big up, man, for the super chat every single time. Tottenham have zero creativity, only good in transition. Chelsea on their bare bones. Injuries left, right and centre. Conor Gallagher went off injured, I saw. Richarlison is a 10-goal season merchant at least. Big up everyone that's watching, by the way. Make sure you are smashing a like and subscribe. 80 watching.
Please
So
get
thank
that
you
like
very
up,
much.
people.
Get
Listen,
that like
we
up.
need the likes
Yeah,
up.
run that.
The important thing with smashing that like button is it's free, firstly, and it helps the channel more than anything else, because when you hit that like button, like, it pushes this video out to more people, not just live, but afterwards. Like, if we get to 100, 150 likes, it means the video will probably double, because it gets pushed out to new viewers. Viewers get involved. The live chat pops off more. So please, people, really appreciate it.
Big up, man. Big up Colm as well. He says Conte or Jose style only works if they score first. I really agree with that comment.
100%.
One down, they usually struggle to adapt
100%.
or chase a game. 100%. At one point, United had over 70% possession. Big up Viking, always supporting. Big up everyone, all the regulars. I can see you guys in here as well, man. I'm just going to get through a few more of these. Spurs have a huge squad. This is the Premier League, not Serie A. Conte ball is not sustainable. United had 30 shots on goal. Like Daps says here, please get them likes up, people. Make sure you keep supporting 100%. Hopefully, we might get Cass and Double A in the stream as well. But
they're
they are
both
at the
at the
game. They're
Yeah,
celebrating, so I'm not too sure. Everyone always turns up for City. We are the team to beat. And Conte, the highest paid manager in the Prem.
Is he?
Interesting, is he, Mo?
I don't know, actually. I have no idea.
If that's true,
I think it's Pep. I think it's Pep, then Klopp, then him.
But I'll tell you who I'm pretty certain the highest paid manager in the world, I believe, is Simeone.
And he's
and
on his
Simeone,
last legs.
I'm not being funny, but if Tottenham get rid of Conte and then go sniffing around Simeone, it's like, do you not just want shit football? Literally.
Best stadium in the country, worst football.
Worst football. But I can see Simeone's next job being in the Premier League.
Yeah, it could be. Big up Jerry as well, man. Love that, Jerry. I just slapped a like on your stream earlier as well. Is that a new studio? We'll talk. We're gonna get you up, actually. We'll get you up definitely like next year and that, when after the World Cup and that.
Or even during.
Yeah, or during, man. Yeah, we'll definitely get you up, Jerry. We'll talk, man. Big up every single time. Hit the like button. And can we speak on Sancho? He's been dead. You know what? Let's talk about Man United, because of course it's always good to hammer the team that's been poor, which Tottenham have been. Let's be real. But Manchester United, are they turning a corner? I'll let you guys talk about it first as well, and I'll chip in. But yeah, Mo, you messaged me saying straight away, this is the performance that you think can get top 4. Talk about it, man.
Absolutely. Listen, you won against Liverpool, you won against Arsenal playing on a counter attack. Today, you had more ball position, you created more chances, you actually played around Spurs box, which is something that normally it's not that easy to when they're defending with like 8-9 players. And then today, I saw Fred being the higher guy on the pitch. I saw Bruno dropping, and I saw Casemiro taking shots, and I saw Anthony and Sancho switching positions. I saw Dallo going up. So this is Ajax Ten Hag all over again, and I saw it today. And I saw Martinez and Varan even passing the ball and starting.
7 wins for them, by the way, and 5 clean sheets now.
And De Gea playing very, very well from the back as well. So for me, if you can sustain this against 15 teams in the league, you can actually get top 4. You're not going to play the same way against Arsenal. You're not going to play the same way against Liverpool and City. Against Chelsea, you can do the same. They have been terrible, and we're going to talk about their game. To be honest, like they're not still gelling together with Graham Potter. I did. Yeah, I did. I watched all the games.
Oh, okay.
And,
we didn't watch that. So
it'll be good when we talk about it.
You know what?
You sat next. Daps was sat next to me, and I know how much it can be quite hard for him to praise Man United, of course, as a rival. But he sat here and he was like, "Ty, you lot are absolutely cooking them tonight."
Yeah,
like the first half, they had a little spell for 15 minutes. I get it. Spurs. Every team's gonna have a moment where they're gonna have a spell where they get a few chances. But for me, yes, Cass outside OT, big up every single time. What are you saying, bro? I'll come back to United talk in a minute, but shout out Cass, man. I told people he'd be joining, man. Talk to us, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm still here with the gang, fam. Hey, flexing that's over there, but it's calm, innit? But now I thought I'd come on here to quickly see what you guys are doing.
Talk to us about the atmosphere and everything that was on tonight.
Best one since Liverpool, I'll be real.
Hey, Cass, we were saying you got a good strike record there, you know?
Yeah, only one defeat, I swear.
It seems to be like whenever you go up there, you do all right.
Well, look,
live footage there from United View. Big up them, man, as well.
And the other thing is...
See them, man. Look, little pussies. But...
and the other thing is, the last couple of times you've gone up there,
we just win.
Bruno's had a good game.
Yeah, no, he played sick today. Actually, I don't know who didn't play well. Like, I would say the most average
Rashford, you
one
know
out of
what?
all was
Cass, the only
say
one that
Rashford.
people are doubting, by the
Sancho,
way, is
Sancho.
Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, for me, it was Sancho. He was pissing me off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Rashford. Although obviously I'm critical as Rashford. Rashford was good today. He put himself about. He was all over the place. I feel for him a bit. I feel for him a bit.
Yeah, no, he should have scored, but he just needs to start rassing the ball all the time and just place the damn thing, man. Like honestly, but Lloris, it was just Man United v Lloris, innit? It wasn't even like I want to play Tottenham every week. They're shit.
Oh, well, they were crap.
Cass, talk to me about the battle between Martinez because we didn't see it on the camera. Martinez and Harry Kane. How did he handle him off camera? This is what I want to know. Off camera.
All I'm gonna say,
Put him in a
he put him in the air, put him in a spliff, made Harry Kane's ankles roll over, like you name it. He didn't get past him once, not one time. I'm not joking. Let me know. I think Harry Kane had one shot, and that was near post, and that was in the first half.
That was
Other than
offside,
that,
by the way. Offside.
And it was offside.
What did Son do? What did Son do? Hey, Spurs guys, I see Jordan. Hey, don't. If I come on Sunday, do not. Oh my.
Pause.
Cass,
No,
I said this to Mo. What did we say? I said Martinez would clamp Kane on the half turn every time.
Every time. I said, I don't say 2-0. You don't want to come and chest tie over. I'll call you out.
Yeah. You done your thing.
Yeah, don't do my thing. You know what I mean?
Done your thing, man.
I
wanted to ask you just quickly, on Casemiro, because when I'm watching him on the screen, all I can say is that game by game, this guy's becoming one of the best DM, if not Alexa Rodgers in the league.
I'm gonna be real.
No, but bro, he's played how many games?
I know, but on right now, just below Rodgers.
No,
I'm having him over Fabinho.
But hold on, because right now Arsenal fans will tell you they're having party over him.
No.
Let Cass speak, guys. Let speak.
All I'm gonna say, Casemiro had a party in that middle of that field. They wanted to play 3-5-2. Go play a 3-5-2. I said the fullbacks will have a lot of the space. They did. Kept picking them out wide, pinning back their fullbacks. Casemiro will just deal with whatever needs to be dealt with in the middle. You had your 3-5-2, Patrick. George, look what happened. Basuma, wow, like where was he today? Højbjerg, you're fantastic, Højbjerg. Where was he today? He was nowhere. He got dealt with. Even Fred had a good game. I can't believe it. I said he was going to imagine this. Watch when you see Said. When you see Said, and his what's it called, vlog and that. I said 2-0, Fred will score. Watch.
Love that. Hit the thumbs, guys. Cass has joined us. Big up people in the comments saying, Cass, pull out the cigar. Have you got one with you?
No, I don't smoke. But if
we save cigars. We save cigars for last game of the season. Thank you very much.
Love that.
Don't do it after a win.
Told man, Harry Kane is just very good, not world class. Big up King Cass. Love that. Fred played well. Kane
I think Fred was good.
Butchered by Martinez. Definitely put in a butcher.
Was all right.
Sure.
Brilliant. I had the lowest best game in time.
Actually, Cass, I've got a big question. Cristiano Ronaldo walking off. Did you not see that?
I don't care, man. He's irrelevant.
Bro, but the interview with Ten Hag, you know what? I'll be honest. I want to speak on it. Yeah, Ten Hag got asked, and Ten Hag was pissed off. You could tell, but he said, "We're not going to speak on it. We'll deal with that tomorrow." Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but do you know what? Let me just say, Cass, because obviously, as a City fan, it's hard for me to say this. Yeah, between the whole Messi and Ronaldo argument, it's really hard for me to say it as a City fan. But because obviously Ronaldo's got kids, and I've seen his mentality towards, work hard and work to. I do believe Messi's got more natural ability than Ronaldo, but Ronaldo's worked hard, and as a father, I respect that. What I don't respect, and I don't mind because it's at your club, but I'm sorry, but his behaviour in the twilight years of his career is really. I've changed my mind now for me, because for me, and this is the one thing Pep always drums into every single City player. This is a team game. It does not matter if you're on the bench. Like, a season is long. Everyone's going to have to play. It's about the team winning. Tonight, Man United put in a fucking sensational performance against a team they're going to be battling with for the top 4, top 6. This should be about Manchester United winning. As a senior player,
he makes it about him.
As a senior player, when that final whistle goes, he should be off the bench, on celebrating with his team. For him to be leaving 3 minutes before without no injury, nothing, just to walk down like that is fucking disrespectful. I'm sorry, he shouldn't be in the squad.
He knew. You know what, Daps? He knew that the papers were right about this.
He
knew when he's walking out that all the journalists after the game were right about this. No. It's absolutely disgusting, disgusting behavior from him to have your team performing like this. and have all this crowd behind you, and then you walk out this pitch, and then
Don't go
it's
anywhere.
kind of disgusting.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
go
but
anywhere.
Mo, you're right. And Mo, do you know what the thing is with this Ronaldo situation? This is not something we're not used to. This is something we've seen him do previously in his career as well. When things don't go his way, he loves to make it about him. Or to be honest, if this is an excuse for Ten Hag to say, do you know what, you're not even in the squad, or you're not going to see minutes, this is the perfect time. Maguire played himself out the side. Other players did as well. Ronaldo's attituded himself out the side. 100%. He should not be seeing that pitch against Chelsea.
No, 100%. So I've just seen someone, and a City fan. I don't like disagreeing with City fans, but a City fan just say that was passion.
No.
That's not passion. That's disrespect to the rest of your team, and ultimately showing it's about you, not about your club.
Cool.
That's not.
I know. Wait, I'll get to
Hi,
meet
Cass,
Ten Hag
you're
right
on the
now.
stream, bro. Hello.
Wait, where is it? There.
Yeah, yo.
Or
I'm going to
one,
meet.
and then I'll bring him in.
I'm going to meet Ten Hag in a minute. What? How about that?
I love that. But do you know what? I wanted to touch on that Man United performance, because as I was saying as well, that's our best performance. And Mo, touching on what you said about the Ten Hag football, I feel like tonight that was the first time we really saw Manchester United play his way, winning the ball high up the pitch, moving it quickly, the wingers sort of trying to be dynamic and stretch the play. And even though we didn't score 5 or 6, we could have scored 5 or 6. I feel like that was at one point in the game, me and Daps saw the possession, 90% to 10. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be Man City, of course, but
you can't say that.
Yeah, of course we can't. But the way he wants to play eventually is that Man City in terms of dominating the ball and being that possession-based team. Tonight, Tottenham, I don't know if they played into our hands by playing a 3-5-2, but this is something to build off. This is the thing that will give the players in that squad the confidence to be like, do you know what? I'm really backing Ten Hag. You know when we beat Liverpool, we was under pressure and we lost them first 2 games. It felt like a kind of a must-win for the players because they wanted to make sure that, you know, we're backing the manager. He made them changes. He got that right with the changes against Liverpool. We then play Arsenal, who are coming winning 6 from 6 or 5 from 5. We beat Arsenal when we didn't really expect to, but we played more pragmatic. Tonight, it was again a must-win game. We lose tonight, and Chelsea are 5 points clear of us. Liverpool won tonight again. You've got Arsenal haven't played, but they're well clear. Man City haven't played, they're well clear. Chelsea got a draw, but they all start creeping away. Tonight was a huge game for Manchester United fans in that stadium tonight to say, right, we can beat these teams at home. And like you said, Mo, we haven't even played the Nottingham Forests, the Bournemouths and them type of teams yet. No disrespect to them, but we're winning a few tough games right now. And we've got a nice run coming up after the West Ham and Chelsea game. So in terms of building blocks and what Ten Hag's trying to do, he's probably going to get it right in terms of the fixtures falling in his favour, because we've had some hard games right now, where we've played off emotion, I'm going to say. Man United have played not the Ten Hag fully way, but we've played off emotion and won some of these tricky games. The more Ten Hag's in this job, the more we're going to play his football. With this November run coming up and then going into January with better games, he's going to have more time on his coaching, more time on the training pitch, and the players are going to understand him more. So, if anything, it's the perfect time to beat Spurs going into this Chelsea game. I'm really happy. And I think, you know what? I've got to give a special mention to Casemiro, because he came in at 60 million and was not starting. Me and Mo done plenty of streams together where we're saying McTominay can't be dropped, not because he's better than Casemiro, but because he had won 3 or 4 games and he's in form. And I understand that and I respect that. But since Casemiro has come into this team and he's adjusting to the Premier League pace, Casemiro is getting better and better every single game. And my biggest worry, Mo, you watch European football, yeah? I was worried that he played at Real Madrid and the pace of the Premier League might get to him because they have a lot of time on the ball. While Casemiro is anticipation and reading of the game is unreal. He doesn't have to be fast because positionally, he is always there. This guy is an absolute superstar midfielder.
And do you know what? I think we were having this. Cass, are you there? Can you hear us again now?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, we were just having this. We were having this conversation earlier about. Sorry, I'll hand that to you.
That's cool. Yeah.
About Ericsson.
About
Ericsson.
I was going to say about the Spurs fans leaving early, or Toves leaving early, or anybody else of them leaving early.
But with Ericsson, they took a page out of your book. To be fair, at least you went at kind of 4, was it, or 3 or 4? But with Ericsson, obviously, he held bench today. Would you say he needs to come back, or would you actually
keep the same midfield?
Probably keep, just don't change what's not broken, innit? If at the end of the day, I'll go with the exact same team against Chelsea. If I'm being honest, I know Fred's not everyone's cup of tea, but he played well. He deserves to play next game.
Yeah.
Like they don't. Jorginho, just go hound him down, Fred. He done it today. Actually, you know what's mad? Casemiro was hounding down Højbjerg a lot of the time. Like
Bro,
and not just
all
Kane.
I thought they looked good as a partnership. And the thing is, I will go back to remember who wanted Fred. It was Pep that wanted Fred, right? And Fred's been obviously he got put with McTominay, right?
Sell him. I'll still sell him next season. I'm not
No,
joking.
maybe, but at the end of the day, if he keeps performing like this, bro, would you? Or would you think, you know what? He's a good squad player.
That's what he is.
He's a good squad player.
That's what he is. He's a fixture, man.
Come. I know you can't hear, but Chaz is there, innit?
Oh, yes, Chaz.
He can't hear you, but he said yes, Chaz.
Love that Charlie, man. Hope he's well, man. Do you know what it is?
United friends.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is with Fred? And I have to be real. That's hit the nail on the head. And by the way, I'm just going to do a quick plug. Guys, keep running up the likes. 122 of you are here. That means it should be 122 likes, if not more. Please help. It does push out to other channels. It pushes our content out to the current subscribers. You might not know we're live. But most importantly, you guys supporting are the key ones, man. So keep smashing that like and big up Mike as well for the comment. Do you know what it is with Fred? What you just said there, squad player. Yeah. Do you remember Park G Sung for us? And now Park G Sung, I love I love Park G Sung, but not to start every game. No. But Fred is one of them guys that you play him in certain games when you need that energy, when you need that press, or the big 6 games. He's just got that X factor what we don't have in midfield to help others play better, like Bruno, like Casemiro. So for me, Cass, he's not a starter, but he is a good squad player to have for these big games.
Well, a lot of fans actually wanted McTominay to start today due to the physicality. But if anything, McTominay's not doing what Fred done today. He was a nuisance. Like I said, it wasn't Man United v Spurs. It was Man United v Hugo Lloris. So
it really was. No, it's not a joke. It really was.
0 to 9 minutes. There's not one you can't name me. I can't remember there was a Spurs shot. I think what's it called? Son fucked up over the bar, bro. Like honestly, and that was about it. That's all I remember. We had the ball from minute 0 to minute 9.
By the way, we had 28 shots, 16 in the first half, the most we've had all season in the half.
Oh, is it? I didn't even, bro. I don't know. I stood for the whole game singing with the crowd. My stand there, that was serious. To the point the kid couldn't even see. The kid had to go on
Old Trafford.
The kid had to go on the staircase just to go watch the game in a bit, friends. But yeah, man. Like honestly, everyone was standing up for the whole game. That atmosphere was ridiculous. Like honestly, Spurs have got one of the worst away fans I've ever seen in my entire life. Like honestly, quiet. They thought they were big enough for the first 5 minutes before. After that, they just shut the fuck up. Honestly, all you man are dead food, fam. Honestly, Spurs are easy 3 points. It's just Spurs ain't for everyone, isn't it? Chelsea fans, I get it.
Bro, I'm not being funny. I've said I wish our game against them wasn't postponed. After watching that tonight, honestly, it was poor, very, very poor.
They're gonna. I think
today we shake hands with
play
Arsenal
like
fans.
this, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose against every single team that plays good football. Against Chelsea, they deserve to lose, right? They deserve to lose against Chelsea.
Cass, do you know have you injected the fact that you've beat Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal?
Old Trafford's becoming something. Old Trafford's becoming something, and it's not easy. It's not going to be easy to come here. Well, maybe for the bigger teams.
I can't wait to pick up easy 3 points there later in the season. But
you need those 3 points because you're 4 points off Arsenal at the moment. So yeah.
Come on, come on, Bob.
Cass, can I ask you a real question though?
I don't want it to be a fake one.
Right? Now, what do you say?
I don't want you to ask me a fake one.
No. Love that. But no, real talk. Me, just before you joined, me, Daps and Mo were having a big debate about Antonio Conte. You watching them tonight, do you think you see him there next season if they carry on playing this football?
Bro, I see Conte walking at this rate, but they're going to keep picking up results, isn't it? It is what it is. So they're going to keep picking up shit results. And until they get proper wing backs, Spurs need a lot of players, just like we do, man. So we're not really going to see what Conte's really going to do until they get invested in. So I don't know. It'll be a total difference.
When you say invested in, what do you mean? Because they've already bought 5.
They need more. I know, but you can't really say they're all starting players, isn't it? Like they need 2 more. They need 2.
Nah, they're just warming them in, though, bro. I think they're just warming them in. Well, if we look through them, Bissouma is supposed to be a starter.
Yeah, but they're wing backs. Look at their wing backs, bro. Like,
this guy Bissouma was shit today. He was the worst player on the pitch, Bissouma, today. Somehow, this guy.
How he didn't pick up a yellow card, I swear on my life, I was screaming. That referee, that Scouse bastard, decided to referee our game and try to give a lot to Spurs. I couldn't believe it. To be
Yeah,
fair,
especially with the head injuries as well, which
he's
was
a
a bit of
Scouser
a
as well,
change.
innit? It makes sense. It's all right. Scouser, he tried to win the game for them at some point. Tried to give him a little few fouls and that. It's all right, man. But we dealt with it. And another
You know,
clean sheet, by the way, 3 in a row.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? When Man United tie one against
Yes,
Liverpool,
Bills.
Arsenal, Leicester against Southampton, and all these teams, I couldn't see what is the fuss is about. You know what I mean? I was like, this is still very early. It's defensive football. This is not how Ten Hag wants to play. Today is I know that you won against Liverpool and Arsenal, but today is the first day that you actually imposed your will on the game from minute 1 to the last minute.
Yeah,
Without
true.
even
Everton second
looking
half you were
back.
like that. But yeah.
Intensity.
We flat. To be
Did you
fair,
just
we
say
flat.
City?
If City, what's
What?
it called? That scoreline was flattering for Spurs. I'll be honest. It should have
Yeah,
been
it was.
2-0.
No, it was, bro.
100%.
It was. It really was.
It should have been
It really was.
slapping them. I'm not joking. I'm saying it should be easy 5-0. 5-0.
It should
I'm
have.
saying it. It should be
Cass,
5-0.
Easy,
that's a good
easy
thing.
five
Cass,
nil.
the way I put it is, yeah, you had Rashford up top. They had Harry Kane and Son.
Yeah,
And you
like they
had
wanted. They
7
look.
shots, and they had 2.
Look, Daps. Remember, they
Yeah,
wanted the 3-5-2. They got the 3-5-2. So the same way, Arsenal got credit for beating Liverpool and also beating Spurs at their ground. Why do we not also get the same respect back? I don't understand that. So what now?
No, why? This is the
No, you
amazing.
are,
This
bro.
is.
I'm
I
giving.
think this is
I'm
the
giving you
perfect game.
respect.
No,
I think
not
tonight,
you, but I
Cass,
mean
This
in
is the
general.
perfect
In general.
I
game.
think tonight, Cass, because the performance tonight for 90 minutes, like Mo said, not spells, for 90 minutes, we deserve everything of respect tonight. And I think tonight, if Ten Hag had, because Cass, between me and you, we're Man United fans. I've seen some stupid fans on Twitter, no disrespect to them, but saying about Ten Hag and doubting him. If they doubting him after this night, then
Those drafts were ready, and I know that for a fact. There was some ready to start trying to turn the tides in it. But we'll
Trust
see
me.
after Chelsea, anyways. Like they said, we got predicted to finish 6th, 7th in the league by many, and that's the same way I'm going to go for the whole season. So
yeah,
there we go. Thank you.
yeah,
No
facts,
pressure.
man. Facts.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
run up the likes quickly, man. 100 people here
I
still
got-
watching.
I got-
Make sure you are.
I'm starving, man. I'm starving.
Nah,
Yeah,
Cass,
go and get some
big
food.
up for Cass. Tomorrow we're live anyway, so I'll plug it, man. Big up Cass for joining us live
yeah.
from Old Trafford,
Nice, innit?
reporting there. Cass MUFC.
Congrats, bro.
Never
Congrats,
found him. Big
bro.
up.
Yeah. Inter still shit.
Yeah, no congrats for me, but good performance.
Big up.
Big up. Love every time,
Fuck
bro.
Man United.
Right,
See
man.
you
I'm gonna
later,
get
Cass.
through a few of the comments, man. 100 of you still watching. I hope how many likes. We'll do a check on that, but make sure you keep running up the likes, people.
I'm
Keep
gonna
supporting
check
the
the
channel.
likes,
Big up Mo as well,
people.
joining us all the way over from the States. Gotta love the content on NAF, pure footy passion. And I love this comment as well. Let me just find it quickly. Big up Usman. I really like this comment. He said, this channel is going to explode soon. Very organic, informal setting, like a bunch of friends hanging around, but with facts too.
That's how it was supposed to be.
That's what we said. Yeah, man. Like you talk about it in the barbers, you talk about it in the pub, you talk about it at work.
Yeah.
We're just guys on the camera giving you content. Respect United getting into the mix. Spencer's too good. He should be playing instead of Doherty. We only gave space to Basuma, but he's terrible on the ball. Very good. And I like this comment here. Jarvis always supporting the channel. He says, can we talk a bit about Ten Hag's tactics? I'll give this over to Mo as well. We isolated their 3 centre-backs really well, stopped them bringing the ball out. We stretched their wing-backs and made Højbjerg fall deep. You like the tactical setup from Ten Hag today. Do you want to talk about that, Mo, as well?
Yeah, it was very simple. It's trusting your 2 center backs to play 1-on-1 with Son and Kane. Like to press 3-on-3, that means he left Martinez on Kane and then he trusted Martinez. Every time they got trapped and tried to play it long, it was just Martinez getting the interception from Kane and we start an attack again. And it's a trust. It's built on the training ground. You know what I mean? Ty? When you trust your center back to do a job on a forward, your forwards can go and press from the first 10 yards.
Mo, this is the whole thing. I say this all the time, and if I look at City last season when we played in the semi-final and we had Zach Stefan in goal, right? And then you find every defender drops 10 yards deeper and doesn't stay in their position. The midfield don't have the same faith. Everyone moving forward has to have faith in the players playing behind them. Otherwise, they will not play the same. So you are right. It is exactly as you said, bro. It's all done on the training ground. Look, I said it against the performance against Arsenal from Man United. It wasn't the performance that impressed me. It was the interview with Ten Hag. It was what he said. It was his approach to football, his philosophy. And then, obviously, against City, I'll be honest, they didn't look great. Is what it is. We ran them out of the ground, literally. Probably a bit of a bringing down to earth. But I would say that then the Everton game, First 20 minutes?
Yeah,
first 20 minutes you were a bit shaky.
but after that,
but then
took
after
control,
that, that was where I really started to see this was Man United starting to play. And I think maybe before that, it was United, maybe the times you were trying to play United football, you weren't quite ready, right? And then against other teams, it was like, do you know what? Maybe we revert to playing counter football to try and get a result out of this. That Everton game was like, right,
there's building blocks.
Something has happened up here. They're starting to know how to play. And then again today, I can't say anything. What can I say? The only thing you could say is maybe you could be a bit more clinical.
Yeah, clinical. And I think two players I want to talk on because, like Mike said here as well, 2-3-5. We matched them up with Martinez against, Kane and Son. Yes, Aaron, we'll come to you in a sec. Big up Double A every single time. We've got obviously Martinez and Varan matching up against Kane and Son, and they've done a job. Martinez, every time Kane got the ball on the half turn, something he specialises in, bang, he was there, giving the ball quick. Varan sweeping, and I think what you get when you get two centre backs that you believe in is that you have attributes from both of them that complement each other. Martinez is an aggressive centre-back. He likes to go to the ball. Varane's never been that sort of aggressive centre-back. He likes to sweep and mop up. They are getting on so well together. You see him commenting on each other's Instagram. Small things, but it goes a long way. Yeah. 7 games, 7 wins, 5 clean sheets. We're building up properly from the back. And one thing I want to shout out is Varan, because he had a lot of criticism today in my group chats, other places on Twitter, about he's going to be the fall guy for Manchester United defence because his passing ain't great. Well, today I saw him punching that ball through the lines, fizzing that ball into midfielders. He's proven a point, and I don't get it, because what are you there to do when you defend? You're there to defend. He does that. That vital header he comes on against Everton away from home, and they would have scored in the last second. No one else wins that apart from Rafael Varane, a world-class centre-back, and all it is about keeping him fit. So I've got to big up Varane tonight because I think he's had some harsh criticism.
I do like the player with Rafael Varane now and not a Champions League Varane.
Yeah, until he wins the Champions League with us, which I don't think he will, but you never know. But the only player I want to touch,
how are you feeling?
I want to come to Double A on this. Yeah, let me come to Double A because
Jesus Christ, this whole show is going to be speaking.
We're going to move on after 5 minutes.
Yeah, we have to. I know a lot of people want to talk about Darwin Nunez and his goal and all that stuff. We're going to go to Double A.
Double A, man. Welcome, Talking Kit. Never a foul. Make sure you subscribe to Talking Kit, guys. Show love. Season ticket holder at United. First thing, Double A, just talk to us about the atmosphere today and your natural thoughts, man.
Do you know what? Before the game, so I was outside with a few people. Big up, Saeed, Cass, obviously, a few of the Mandem, and it was flat. Outside was totally flat, and you look at the games leading up to that. We had the Arsenal game, Liverpool game, even Sunday. There was a bit of a buzz around, but it was just totally flat. I don't know if it's because it's a late kickoff, people are a bit tired, come straight from work or whatever. And then the team news came out. Obviously, Fred, after that terrible performance on Sunday, and even Sancho was getting a little bit of stick. I don't think people were very confident, and we couldn't have been more wrong. I said after the game, we all came out the ground with our tail between our legs because we fed some humble pie. We really did stick it to Spurs. Ten Hag. That's what Ten Hag wants to do. That's the way Ten Hag wants to play football, and every single player was on it. I think we was a little bit frustrated in the first half. I think it was a bit of a hangover from Newcastle personally. We were a better team, but we just weren't really pushing them and really troubling them enough for me. And the second half, scoring after 2 minutes after the break, we really did set out and show again how frustrating this team can be. I come away happy. Don't get me wrong. I am absolutely.
It could have been 5 or 6.
But I just think that even bigger than that, Ty. I mean, this team have it in them to play like that all the time. Why can they not do it? That's why I get frustrated so much, because they are talented. They can listen to the manager and they can play great football and put teams to the sword, which we did. And we could have been 4 or 5. Lloris making some world-class saves, but I try and look. It's not perfect. I try and look for what we can improve on, because that's what I want to be. I want United to be better. I don't want to rest on this and that's it now, because we need to take this into Chelsea.
The next game, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. It's about consistency.
We should have been looking for minimum 7 points from these 3 games, and we dropped 2 points Sunday, stupidly. So it puts pressure on these 2 games. We've got a great result tonight, but it needs to go into to Saturday against Chelsea now, and you know.
Yeah.
I like the way he throws. What a pose.
Yeah.
He's
love
saying
that.
big kahunas. Big kahunas.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to come back. All of a sudden, he'll come back any second. And people keep smashing that like button.
Yeah.
Still 100 of you in here. Let's get those likes over the 100. I think we're on about 90 mark. We get to 100. It's going to help the channel moving forward. Let's move on from Man United because we've spoken on them for a bit.
The fake team in red.
So you said someone wanted to talk on Nunez.
Everybody's coming for me about this Darwin Nunez thing. As I said, he scored a goal. He was good.
Good header.
He was
good header. Good header.
Very good header. And good movement.
Yeah.
And I tweeted that. I said, good header, good movement, and a great cross by Tsimikas, to be honest. But I still think Liverpool did not dominate the game. And also, I want to say that these men, like West Ham, they are absolutely terrible team. They deserve where they are on the table. They actually had a lot of chances to go 2-on-2, 3-on-3, and they wasted them. They had no plans. Players were scared. Second half, they came out of the shells. But to be honest, Liverpool, it's a good, positive week for them, beating Man City defensively.
Yeah, and 2 clean sheets. A defense that's come under massive criticism. 2 clean sheets. And, you know, one against the champions. And one against West Ham on the road. Look, for me, they've built on their weekend result. You can say it's only 1-0, but the last thing you would want to see, or the first thing let me be clear. The first thing I would want to see, but the last thing a Liverpool fan would want to see is to bounce back and then once again drop off
at home as well. Yeah.
Whereas what they've done is they've got the result against, and rightly so. Listen. I understand beating Bournemouth, maybe that was beating Bournemouth. If they didn't get their confidence back after that. Beating Glasgow Rangers, I understand it was Glasgow Rangers. However, they beat the champions. And I said, you've just beat the champions. You've beat your biggest
next
rivals.
Hardest thing is to kick on.
Now kick on.
Yeah.
3 games in a bounce. And I believe, they conceded against Rangers. 3 games on a bounce. They've won all 3. You can't knock it. Listen, I've been saying... And I've been saying I'm going to stick with it, that at the end of this season, I still believe Liverpool will beat our nearest title challengers. And I still believe it to this point. And I believe if you look
I didn't see that today. I didn't see that today still.
Oh, I did. Mo, I understand what you're saying, but I did see that because they've just won away, right? They've just won clean sheet away. You can talk about the form.
No. They played at home. They played at home today. It was at home.
Was it West Ham?
That was at home.
Was it at home?
No,
but by the way,
just
to throw in there.
And that's why
Jared Bowen missed the penalty.
Apologies, I didn't realise. I thought it was at West Ham.
Yeah,
and that's why Daps. I'm telling you. That's why Daps. I'm telling you. Liverpool fans are coming out of the game and doing this. Like, we got away with this one. We got away with this one. And that shouldn't be Liverpool. That shouldn't be Liverpool. Exactly. That shouldn't be Liverpool at home. You should play West Ham at home. You should dominate the game. And West Ham was so poor, bro. They were poor against you. They were poor today. They were so poor. And the penalty that Gomez, to be honest, I don't want to talk about it because it was very unlucky. Gomez went for the ball and Bowen put his body in front of him. He's not going anywhere. It's not dangerous. But he missed it. Alisson, great save, to be honest. And I don't know if you guys watched it or not.
You know what, Mo, though? I never thought Bowen looked confident stepping up. I see Van Dijk stepping on the penalty. I see the video going around of Van Dijk stepping on the penalty spot. Everyone does that, but I lacked conviction in Jared Bowen scoring at Anfield. I felt like it was just he waited a bit too long, and then obviously I don't feel like mentally he's that confident penalty taker. Do you know what? I actually think it was quite a missed opportunity for West Ham, like you said. Yes, Liverpool won 1-0, but it's one of them games where West Ham will be going back on that coach thinking, do you know what? We could have got something from that.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm not going to lie. I'm still going to say
Daps.
I get it, but it was 3 points, and I'm still not going to.
It's a point. Yes, 3 points are 3 points. But as you say, if we talk about, and I don't want to bring it to Thomas Tuchel, and I don't want Thomas Tuchel last year kept winning games in the beginning and kept winning games unconvincingly, and people said you're not going to challenge for the league, Premier League. Okay, let me just call it as it is. Pep's Premier League. It's like this. It's called Pep's Premier League. This is what it is. It is Pep Guardiola's Premier League. You can get 90+ points and not win the league. You will need to not only win, you need to play convincing football and win with dominance, win with what am I saying? Authority. You know, and Pep Guardiola talked about this in his days at Barcelona. He said, authority on games get you across the line before you even start a game. This is what Liverpool used to do this. Even getting 90 points plus was not enough, but they used to be the team that puts their foot on the gas from the minute one. Even against Man City. I remember against Man City when they went 2-0 up. You remember? And Man City came back, they were on top. Ty, your team today did this. Liverpool didn't. Arsenal, they do this every week now. Every week. Even against Leeds. Started the game, we're on top. Your team today did this. I still want to see that Liverpool again. I want to see that Liverpool that is dominant, that controls games from minute one.
I think they're going to struggle. The only reason is because when you lose someone like Jota and Diaz, who I think give them a bit of that extra engine, that explosiveness. Now you're looking at someone like Fabio Carvalho coming in, who's a talented player. Is he ready to try and challenge for a Premier League team? No, in terms of titles. Harvey Elliott, let's be honest, had a few opportunities against City, still raw, didn't quite take them. If anything, right now, I think Liverpool are going to be in that situation where you're still playing Jordan Henderson in midfield. I don't think they actually have the team to do what Liverpool have done in the last 3-4 years. I feel like this is a bit of a change of Liverpool.
I mean, look, I did see on Sunday.
Look leggy. Even Daps said against Arsenal that second half, they looked done.
They did. I will be honest. I agree with you in that to a certain extent. People need to understand where, for me as a City fan, and I think a lot of City fans will agree with me, that when you've been going back and forth with another team, you instantly like, and this is why I'm like, I've seen someone saying, "Oh, I need to realise that Arsenal are challengers." I think this is it. Not they will, by the way, and I think they'll also smash up. The Arsenal will smash Southampton. Is that they've got Southampton? I think they've got Forest soon, so they will. I think back to Liverpool. I do get what you're saying. On Sunday, I saw a Liverpool look more like the Liverpool I know. But I do think you're right that is that sustainable with this group of players? Maybe they're aging a bit too much. Look, as for Arsenal, it's the same. Like, I'm going to keep thinking in my head based on what I've seen over the last 4 years, Liverpool will be there. The more Arsenal win, the more Arsenal prove me wrong. Because I'm not someone, trust me, I spent Sunday night having to lick my wounds and apologise to Liverpool fans for underestimating them. I will, when I'm in the wrong, I will come out and say, do you know what? I was wrong. I'm a big enough man to do that. All I'm basing it on is what I've seen of Liverpool over the last few years and what I've seen of Arsenal over the last few years. I'm more than happy to be proven wrong by Arsenal and for them to keep up the pace. If they're here in March, I will have massive, massive respect for them. But I will also say, Arsenal, you can talk about City lost to Liverpool, you beat Liverpool. There's one key factor in this, Anfield, right? Arsenal, you beat Liverpool at the Emirates, you beat Tottenham at the Emirates. You went to Man United and you got beat, right? So there is a relevance to this home and away. And it is, maybe that's coming back this season, this home and away thing. Like, we beat United at home.
If everybody beats everybody at their home ground, equal. What do you guys think? Man City, we thought that Man City will go to Anfield and win. They lost. They didn't even get a point. I'm just echoing what you say. Really if Arsenal go to Man United at their weakest point, like 10 games, I thought that game was your weakest point, and they still win Man United 3-1 convincingly. That means maybe that this year,
generally,
maybe this year is the year that teams win at their home ground. The home ground again.
Yeah, it goes back to that.
Comes back.
But I think it's relevant. I don't know if you ever knew. I don't know if you lot ever knew this, right? But the season you know the season City got 100 points. Do you know we got 50 at home and 50 away?
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And that is quite a big thing to actually know that you are matching what you're doing at home away from home is astonishing. But anyway,
that's interesting. You know what? I actually want to just say on Nunez, because I think obviously him scoring his first Premier League goal.
Is that his first in the league?
Yeah, first in the league.
No, at Anfield. Premier League
first at Anfield. I think for him, that could be a turning point. Having that Anfield crowd behind you now, having that sort of every big signing wants to get that first goal out of the way. Now, you look. I'm just going to use Antony as an example. Antony came from Ajax for 85 million. We know he's not a goal scoring winger. However, when he signed for 85 million, it's about blowing the cobwebs off your back straight away. And that's what he done when he scored against Arsenal in that first home game. It kind of relaxed him. He scored 3 and 4 when you move. Nunez has had some good performances off the bench. His movement's good. He's a very raw striker, but you see the chaos he causes. I call it like calculated chaos when he's proven and he gets his experience. He will have calculated chaos. You don't want to be playing against him because he's annoying. But that goal today for him is a confidence booster. Now with Jota out, Diaz out, he's not got to worry about rotation. This will be the first time he's joined Liverpool in terms of I'm going to start every week. Now we know. And do you think that could be a blessing? No disrespect to Jota and Diaz, but do you think this could be a blessing?
No. I was thinking this the other day.
Be a blessing for Nunez.
And another thing, because there's a few things that, like, so for example, I spoke on when Arteta, right? So when Arsenal played Man United at Old Trafford, I thought Arsenal played really, really well.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
And
Unlucky.
I think when they went 2-1 down, I think if Arteta had not made those changes, I think Arsenal would have got something out of the game. I think they could have got another one. But he made those changes. But there's a relevance to him doing that at Old Trafford. The relevance is that if he did that in a smaller game, he might do it again, right?
Yeah, because it might work against a smaller team.
Maybe, but also they lost in a game that they thought they might win against Man United. He has to hold that. No one else. I think he even probably came out and said it, right?
Yeah.
He won't make that mistake again, right? Because he did it in a massive game, won't make that mistake again. Now, same thing with Nunez. Same, if you look at Foden at the start of the season with the not passing to Haaland, he got pulled up on it, won't do it again, right?
Now they're clicking.
Now you look at Nunez. Nunez on Sunday, right? I know Liverpool still went on to win it, but it was a big-ass game, right? If City would have scored in the dying minutes, right, and Nunez didn't pass that ball to Salah, right, he would have got it. So I'm telling you now, even though they won, we've seen Pep do it with Sterling when we've won and Sterling scored a couple, pulling him up. Klopp will have pulled up Nunez and said, listen, this is a team, right? If you see someone through on goal and it's a chance to put a nail in the coffin,
team game,
you pass that damn ball, right? Yeah. So Nunez won't make that mistake again. He's learning. He's still young. And I think now he's going to get running it. So did Trent start? I see someone.
Yes, he did. So before we move to Trent, I want to say something about Nunez to just respond to what Ty said regarding Nunez and Anthony and these kind of 80+ million signings. The difference between Anthony, Jack Grealish, and Nunez is that Jack Grealish, when he came to Man City, he came as one of the players. They can afford to go the next year and sign Haaland. You, Man United, you signed Anthony, but in the same time you signed Casemiro and you signed Martinez, and in the winter you're still gonna sign somebody. For Liverpool, with Mane leaving, he is the guy. The 85 million they paid, this is the hope. You know what? If Anthony drops a stinker tomorrow, it doesn't matter for you. You can go out in January and spend another 80 million on a winger. You have Sancho that you spent last summer. You spent 80 on Sancho.
So
you know the
difference. Agendas. No, it's my club that are ruining football, not Man United, isn't it?
No. But good joke. But for me, you know what, Ty? The difference is Nunez when he comes in, he is the savior for them. He is the one that should have been, because Liverpool. Imagine. I just want to say, freaking Chelsea's got Aubameyang, they got Koulibaly, they got Kukurea, and I can name names, Sterling. So there is no savior there. But Darwin Nunez, this is why when I say Darwin Nunez was the wrong investment, you cannot spend all your money on a prospect. Chelsea can, United can, City can. You can't. This is the wrong move. Maybe he will come good. Maybe he will score 15.
He's young though. He's still young, isn't he?
Exactly. But for this season, they should have spent the 85 on someone that is ready. Maybe for me, they should have put 50 on Lewandowski. Just for now. And get
just
another
to get him by for 2 years and then allow them to build the rest around it.
You know what? They exactly did the mistake of put all their eggs in one basket. So I got all the money. I bought one bike. And if this bike goes bad, it's not working.
Because if you look at Liverpool's next games, we're going to go into Chelsea now and then we'll finish up on Chelsea because the big games today from this midweek. If you look at Nunez's next game, I think they've got Forest, they've got Leeds, and then they've got another game. These are the type of games where he could, you call it stat pad. He's going to get chances. He could build his confidence. and he's now going to have a chance to play every game. So this is the perfect time for him. If he doesn't really deliver now, he's going to be a bit under pressure when Diaz and Jota come back after the World Cup, because yes, the World Cup will make people forget club football, but these managers aren't going to be forgetting club football when you look at it, because Liverpool want to be winning results. Everyone's going to be looking at the league table when they come back. So for me, Nunez has to sort of take this moment now. He's got his MP5, he's got his bullets, and he needs to spray. And I think it's simple as that. And you know, confidence goal for him tonight. Let's see what he does. And
it was great today,
Liverpool,
Ty. It was great. Ty, he was great. He was absolutely phenomenal. Left foot shot, left foot shot, movement behind the defense, link up play. He was absolutely like he's everything that they thought he should be. But again,
is he coming for Haaland's record, Jay? Is he coming for Haaland?
No, but that's what I mean. The difference is I still think that Man City can afford Haaland like this, because you know Haaland can score 20 plus goals, but the team still, if Nunez doesn't score today, they don't win. You know what?
Yeah,
Haaland doesn't score tomorrow, you still win.
Well, to be fair, Haaland didn't score on Sunday and we didn't win, to be fair. So
run up the likes.
Run up the likes.
Just going to run up the likes. 108 people still here watching right now. Please make sure you're hitting the like on this video. Like you take your shoes off like this when you come into people's houses, respectfully. Like this video, people. Get us out, reaching to new people who never seen Never Foul before, new subscribers. And also, Mo as well has his channel Inter Worldwide, which you can go and check out as well if you're into your Serie A stuff for Inter Milan as well. But yes, guys, please make sure you're liking this video and keep telling a friend to tell a friend. We're going to now touch on Chelsea. We're going to talk. We spoke about Manchester United, Tottenham, if you've just joined us. We spoke about Liverpool. And now we're going to touch on Chelsea because, of course, Arsenal and Man City have not played this weekend. Chelsea, 0-0 draw against Brentford. Now, Daps, Mo.
Who's the man of the match? Who's the man of the match, guys? Do you guys know? Like, I know that Raya was great.
Actually, no, do you know what? Actually, I'll come to you. You watch the game. Tell us, again. Right, tell us about the game, Mo, because I didn't fully watch
out
all
of
it.
this. Kepa is out of this world. Out of this world.
It's so mad what a manager can do to a player. He was looking gone last year. He was looking gone this year. Kepa, man of the match again.
Ivan Toney head from inside the 6. Kepa saves under the bar. Kepa saves left and right. It is unbelievable. One-on-ones he saves. He was unbelievable today. Raya was great. Chelsea missed some chances. To be honest, the game was end-to-end. It was kind of weird. Both teams
wanted a good 0-0.
Koulibaly, and it's 0-0. Koulibaly, last-ditch tackle from a shot from Anthony, from Wepo. It was kind of weird. Like, it looked like I couldn't, like, I had Liverpool. I had all the games. I had Newcastle as well. But this game is every time I look away, I come back to the commentator yelling, screaming, some chance. Aubameyang running, 3-on-3, 2-on-2. Here's a cross. Here you go. Here's go. Cross from, oh my God, it was glorious game.
Okay. So for Chelsea then, Mo, you watched it. So from Chelsea's perspective, is that a point gained or 2 points dropped?
Absolutely point gain. 5 shots on target for both teams. 5 shots on target for both tems. I think set pieces. I think I can't remember. Like there was like a
Well, no. Hold on. Not based on how the game went.
No, based on the game. Oh my God.
No.
To be honest,
not based on the game.
Brentford.
You can't say that Chelsea went into that game hoping for a point.
No. Chelsea tried to win, but Brentford were very, very well drilled on the pitch. They knew exactly where to attack Chelsea, and they created chances. It's not that Brentford defended. They didn't defend. They actually, every time they got on the counter attack, they went with numbers. They were crossing left and right. It looked like Brentford knew exactly what is Chelsea going to do. But for me, Chelsea, they are still trying, it's a new manager. And Graham Potter is not a honeymoon manager. You know what I mean? Like the players are not.
It's a long term.
He doesn't know his strongest lineup. And I think today Thiago Silva didn't play. And I think he was thinking Azpilicueta started. Chalobah started, I guess.
Yeah, so he had to bring on Kovacic because Gallagher got injured.
Yeah, Gallagher got injured. So for me, he didn't play his strongest lineup. Loftus-Cheek was on the right, which is different from Reece James. But he was thinking about the Man United game. It was very obvious. He has the Man United game in his head. He's thinking 100%. About it.
Big up United Spurs of America, by the way. City and Arsenal didn't play because Arsenal have got Europa League game tomorrow, which has been rescheduled because they got cancelled before.
Right.
Yeah.
Arsenal is the only game that got cancelled. They got the permit to cancel the game that Thursday after the funeral.
Yeah, the funeral.
Right,
procession.
yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It just means it happens. That game.
Do you know what, Daps? I want to ask you a question, yeah, because obviously Mo watched the game. Like Mo said, that final point comes on to my question, right? So I looked at the Chelsea lineup when I got here, yeah. They had Broja starting his first game. They had Havertz, they had Mason Mount, they had Gallagher, Jorginho, and then, like he said, Loftus-Cheek, Cucurella. Even though he's got his eye on the Man United game, Potter's had a good start. But I saw someone tweet this. Is it becoming a risk if he keeps using over rotation? Because some managers can come in, right? And I get it. They want to try and find what their best team is. Yeah. But the position Chelsea are trying to get to, which is challenging maybe into that title contention or even getting in the top 3, can he afford to keep over rotating? Or do you think soon he's just going to have to say, right, this is my 11?
Do you know what? I'll be honest. There was another comment that I just saw a minute ago that was talking about City and Liverpool have been rotating a lot and trying different things that eventually they'll find their feet. And when they find their feet, they'll start. Now, I'll be honest, from a City point of view, I kind of want this weekend, I'm hoping to see Laporte and Diaz at the back. Obviously, Walker's not back, so we'll see. But for me, I do think it gets to a point where you kind of do need to stick with a team. And I don't know. I do get why he's done it because, Broja, so who started?
Yeah, Broja started, Havertz started.
Broja, Gallagher, Havertz, Chalobah.
Since he's got there, have had good games.
Yeah.
So he's probably thinking, you know what? Let's try some of these players. So I do get it. But look, the one thing I would say today, looking at some of the results, just Newcastle again kept up the momentum. Another win. But looking at the results, what we're going to see now is we're all playing games every 3-4 days, right? So we are going to start to see teams dropping points. We are going to start to see, like, if you look at the league, it's starting to, you got Arsenal, City, Tottenham, Chelsea, United, Newcastle. Liverpool win their game in hand. They go ahead above Newcastle. All of a sudden, the top 6 is the exact top 6 that everyone predicted at the beginning of the season. And also with Newcastle floating just behind them, which we predicted before the start of the season. So the league is already starting to take that shape. Take that shape. Horse racing. Or horse racing, or even in athletics when the
get to the finals,
when the pace setter drops off and everyone falls in. It's already started. But what I was going to say, obviously, I don't know how many people we've still got in there, Todd. Still got bang on 100. Bang on 100, and we are on. Bear with me. We are on
105.
Yeah, on 104 likes. So people, we can still get those likes up. But what I want to do now is, this is a Q&A session because obviously we've just hit, we're actually nearly at 5,200 subs now. But just to kind of thank to everyone, maybe we'll probably do
15 minutes.
15 minutes of Q&A now, and then maybe on tomorrow's show another 15 minutes, and we'll keep
or
doing that.
Even Friday or Saturday
or Friday,
whatever. But, we're going to definitely get you guys involved. I think us lot as a team as well talking about something, getting you guys even more involved in the long-term future. So we are thinking, we're talking about memberships as well, about running a membership scheme like a lot of other channels do. What we're trying to do is, though, we're not just going to release it and say, here's a membership. We're making sure that it's a package that is good value for money. That doesn't mean you have to, by the way, but it's going to be, we want to make sure that we're giving you a lot of extra content. We're giving you opportunities to have phone-ins and get part of the panel and being on there with us. But we're trying to build all of that. But firstly, massive thank you to every single one of you. The growth, the watch time, the subscribers, everything. So, man.
So Soups, can you bring up some questions?
Guys, start firing your questions in. Big up, guys. 5K as well. That's all from you guys supporting, by the way. We would get 5K about you guys, so you guys need to know you're a massive part of that.
Actually, massive salute to every single mod. There's a lot of you, but all the mods, your work has really, really helped us grow. So
thank you. Guys, any questions?
Has anybody watched Almiron's goal? Almiron is responding.
What, is it another banger?
Another goal of the month contender.
Listen, he needs to thank Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish
he needs to swap with Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish goes to Newcastle.
What did he do?
No, it was when Jack Grealish, when City were on the stage the day after they won the league.
We did know.
He said something like, you look more like Almiron or something.
That's it. It was something I remember that. And since then, Almiron's like,
Almiron's been firing since then.
He's been firing. He's actually scored a great goal against Fulham as well.
Newcastle battered Everton. I watched the game. Battered them.
Got our first question in.
Kendall will be a happy one.
Yeah, she'll be a happy one. Big up Jamie. Like I said earlier as well, shout out to you, man, supporting the channel as always. off to sleep, lads. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. But who will be relegated this season? So I think it's probably right. Mo, we'll start with you first. We'll go with our 3 teams to be relegated. I know Daps is definitely getting up the league table right now.
Forest.
I know. Forest are no brainer. Cass was wrong on them, innit?
Oh, everybody was wrong on them. With that many signings, you think they would pull through, right? Like, it's just work.
I said when they made that many, it's going to take so long. By the time they've molded, the season's over. It's too many. But Mo, you and I were kind of watching the game yesterday, weren't we, together? And it was just the quality of football was dog shit.
Yeah,
they were awful.
Yeah.
So who else?
Forest probably. If Wolves don't get a good manager, they will drop. They are struggling.
They're getting. Oh, by the way, they're getting a good manager. Actually, they're getting. If you want to know a bit of a background, they're getting Michael Beale from QPR, 1 million release clause, and he is the brains behind Steven Gerrard at Rangers, the Liverpool brains as well. And then Gerrard took him with him, and then he left Rangers, and then obviously Villa. Look at Gerrard now, and now he's taking his manager role.
Villa?
Yeah, and he's working at QPR now.
And that's why they're going to get relegated.
In the championship, the QPR 6th in the championship.
No, because he's saying he was there at Rangers with
the brains behind.
He doesn't have Premier League experience, Daps.
But no one does sometimes that comes to the. You can say that about any man.
Maybe.
That comes to them, though.
Yeah, I see your point there, but to be honest,
all I'm saying is that this guy isn't just this guy ain't a Barry from a fish and chip shop.
Neither did Conte when he came to the Premier League.
But yeah, let's see. He's going to be an interesting manager.
I can't. You know what, guys? I really can't think of another team that is now, even today, Southampton. Because I had the game on another screen on the side, and they weren't bad against Bournemouth. They weren't bad at all. They were actually good.
Who are the 3 teams, bro? Don't click on it.
I don't know. I only can pick Nottingham Forest. I actually don't know. I need to watch more. I don't know.
Like that one.
What is happening?
Yeah. No, I'm going to get up in a minute, though. It's one of the questions. I'm actually going to write it up because I think it's brilliant, to be fair. 100 of you still like it. I'm going to go with... I'm sorry, I don't want to shout. I'm going to go with...
It's right. You didn't wake up early with you celebrating. You'll be fine.
I'm going to go with Forest. I'm going to go with Bournemouth. And, Forest, Bournemouth.
Leeds.
Nah, I think Leeds have enough to stay up just because of Ellen Road. Like we're talking about home fans. I might go with.
I know who I'm going
Fulham potentially to slip up, and I think their form might dry out. Yeah, their form. I'm gonna have to throw someone in there. I think it's open. Wolves, if they don't pick up, but yeah,
there's a few.
Wolves, Fulham, but yeah, I'm going.
I could list who's going to be in the battle.
If Fulham, guys, what if Fulham win tomorrow against Villa? How do you guys feel about
Well, we're still only 11 games in, so
I think Gerrard, Pochettino, they need to go calling.
There's a lot of people. I would say probably over 38 games. I think Forest aren't gonna click. I think Southampton, for me, Forest, Southampton, and Bournemouth. But I do also think teams like Wolves, teams like Villa, teams like even Leicester. If these teams don't put a run together, but I do think they've probably got a bit too much. I just think, I was at the City Forest game and the City Southampton game. Neither of them offered anything. They looked atrocious. So I'll go with them 2 and Bournemouth.
Yeah, but they're playing the champions, though.
No, but they look bad.
Question for Daps. If you could take one player from Arsenal, who would it be?
If I could take one player for Arsenal, who would it
be? Zinchenko.
Oh, I mean,
Real talk, they probably would right now.
No. Come on, Bob. Mo, you're spot on because I love Zinchenko. So it would be Zinchenko.
And you need a left back.
I actually thought, because I think with Walker injured, and I've been saying it for so long, I have, we need to look at a long-term replacement for Walker because I think Cancelo's better on the left. And Walker is dropping 5 games a season, and already we've seen it this season. He's playing 5 games for the last 4 seasons. But I wouldn't say Ben White.
Because you're looking at Bellingham and Gundogan, potential Bernardo Silva, one of them might leave next year. Would you take a Partey or Odegaard? I was going to ask you.
No, I'd rather Zinchenko, thanks.
Yeah, no, and he can play midfield as well.
Yeah, he can play midfield.
I agree with him completely.
I'm not going to knock Saka. I like Saka, but I've got love for Zinchenko, so I'm taking Zinchenko.
Yeah. Mo, we've got a question for you. Where was the most embarrassing place you farted? I love how he took it in his stride. He's just like, it's a question for me.
Good question.
in on a wall in a game. I was in a wall in a game, and I farted.
Did
Oh,
they have
no,
someone?
wait.
Hold on. Did they have someone lying down behind you?
No, for real. And the guy next to me is like, who did that? And then
Oh
he
my!
had to
Hold on.
stand in the
Hold
wall.
on. It just smell. Was it outdoors?
Yes, it's an outdoor game.
That must
But
have
it
been a
was
stinker, bro.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Yeah, you must have had a barbecue before that.
Or a KFC. Right. Well,
Ne-
remind not to feed you no KFC when you come over to England.
The comments are cracking up.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that is great.
I
Guys,
don't
if
know
you've
how
got any
your
questions-
KFC. How good is your KFC? Because KFC here is really bad in America. When I go to Europe, I eat KFC, but KFC in America is McDonald's here is not. It's uneatable.
Nah.
It's all right. It's all right. We've done an hour
We'll
and
get
20
you some
minutes.
proper
We'll do
good
another
food.
5 more
We'll get
minutes.
you some proper good food.
We're going to do
Don't worry.
another 5 more minutes, guys. We're nearly in the hour and a half mark, and I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
it's nearly
yeah.
1 o'clock. So if you've got any
No, I
last minute
have a-
questions, fire them in. Do you know what? I just wanted to say, in terms of a question just for you two, if you look at this season so far, who's been your player, like your underrated player this season that's impressed you the most in the Premier League? I wanted to ask that randomly. Mo, have you got anyone?
Martinez.
So you didn't really rate him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, right.
Because listen,
Oh, no.
all the givens are against him. Listen, time.
On the spot questions.
When Graham Souness talked about it and Jamie Carragher, they said we didn't see the guy enough. But you know what? When I give you 2 fighters, one is small and one is big, or I give you a basketball players, one is tall and one is short, and I tell you, and you just go with the eye and you think, oh, this is not gonna work. But I think every time I'm watching this guy, he's proven me wrong. So this is the guy that I did not expect him to do that good. And he's not only did good, he did exceptionally good. So for me, he is the guy that.
Okay, so off that then, I said underrated player that's proven you wrong this season. Has he proven you wrong finally, or is he still proving you wrong? Are you leaving still a bit of doubt in there, or are you fully convinced now?
For me today, after today, it's done. He is one of the best performing center backs in the league. It's Saliba and him today are the best performing solo center backs. I'm not talking about teams. I'm talking about solo center backs.
So what you just said there, you just mentioned two players, and this is to show Arsenal fans, right, that because I think I'm building up this agenda. Like people, I think that I really hate Arsenal now, right? And
you do.
No, Mo. Let me be clear, right? Of all the other teams, honestly, of all the other top 6 teams, the one team that I actually, of all of them, if City weren't to win the league, if it wasn't for Arsenal fans, I wouldn't mind Arsenal winning it. I've got why would I have they're not United, they're not Liverpool. Spurs fans are just annoying at times, right? Because they always beat us. And Chelsea, Chelsea fans are Chelsea fans. So I wouldn't, but the same is Arsenal fans are annoying. However, I will say there's 2, I'm going to say 2, because one of them I don't think is underrated, right? But I underrated him because for the last year, all I've heard is that this player, they need to get him back and that he's going to be the best centre-back, right? And I was like, come on, man. He's been playing good in France,
Okay.
And I was like, I don't hate, like all Arsenal fans would say is, I can't believe Arteta would let him go. They need to get him back. He's going to come in and change everything. I'm not going to lie. Saliba has impressed me so damn much. His confidence on the ball.
21, I think, and he plays like he's 30.
Yeah. And,
yes,
and then
exactly, Ty, yeah.
Yeah, no, real talk. So he's impressed me massively. I don't think he's underrated, but by me, I underrated him. So there, hands up, I was wrong. The other one that actually has impressed me, because I think he is probably a bit underrated, and I think it's Ben White. I think Ben White playing on the right.
Fair.
I think Ben White.
He's actually had a good. No, I like that shout. I like that. That's different. Yeah, I like that. I'm probably gonna say someone that a lot of people did rate and some people didn't know of, but I think Bruno Guimaraes this season continues to play well. Yeah. I think at Newcastle, I think when he signed for them, I think what's impressed me the most about Bruno Guimaraes is his ability to play anywhere in midfield. Sometimes you get a midfield that's number 8 or number 10 or number 6. He can play number 8. He can play number 6. And I think he's given that team a lift even off the pitch. I feel like they all feel like they've got a player now that are like, we can build around this guy. This is the player that we need to lift the whole stadium at St. James's Park. So I think now he's getting his Brazilian call-ups as well. Yes, he's not starting ahead of Paqueta and all these other players, but I feel like on the pitch and off the pitch, for this rebuild of Newcastle with the new owners, Bruno Guimaraes is exactly what they needed. And I knew he was a good player when he signed, and I thought, you know what, he's come from Lyon. Let's see what he does. But I didn't expect him to sort of hit the ground running like he has. But yeah, that's interesting. So we've got Ben White, we've got Saliba, we've got Bruno Guimaraes, and we've got Lisandro Martinez. I'm going to call it a wrap there, an hour and 25.
Sorry, is there a debate about sauce?
Curry sauce is better than brown sauce.
I was just gonna
And
say.
you know what? I don't like either.
But I'll be honest, right?
You're a curry sauce man, isn't it?
Oh, I love curry sauce.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Tipton
yeah.
curry sauce,
Yeah.
can't get better than. But with brown sauce, right? So if I have a sausage sandwich, ketchup, bacon sandwich, ketchup, bacon and sausage sandwich, ketchup. The minute an egg gets involved in that sandwich, brown sauce has to be brown sauce.
Yeah,
Anyway, there we go.
But there you go. Yeah, love that. Guys making their own debates in there. That's what it's all about. Guys, before we lock off now, still 100 of you watching. I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone that stayed tuned with us tonight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here.
Jesus.
We've all got work in like 6 hours, 7 hours. But guys, massively appreciate it. Midweek roundup. Lisandro Martinez today put Harry Kane in a spliff is what I like to call it. If you want to say a blender, if you like your fruit, say a blender. But Manchester United have beaten Spurs 2-0. Chelsea have drawn with Brentford 0-0. Liverpool, again, Darwin Nunez getting his first goal at Anfield. That's 1-0 for them. So the Premier League is starting to take shape, like Daps said. But we've got more to come on Never a Foul. We've got me, Mo, and Cass live at 4:30 tomorrow, talking about the Premier League sort of after we've slept on a bit of a come down, and we can talk about it a bit more in depth. And then also we're going to have the Friday preview for Manchester United, Chelsea. Saturday and Sunday, our normal shows, Rival Not Virals, and our Saturday review show. So just make sure you stick with us. Content coming every single day, and keep liking the video because you guys are majorly supporting us. Daps, anything you want to say?
No, you've covered it. I've got a couple of days off by the sounds of it, which
nice.
is beautiful.
There you
So
go.
yeah, I'm up. I'm actually DJing Friday night for the first time.
Yeah. Do you know what? If
years.
people don't know about
Coming
Daps, Daps is a big man DJ. When I was 18, you lot. Yes, I'm not going to tell you my age, but when I was 18, Daps was the DJ in our local town, shutting it down. Back when music was actually music, I'd probably say, to be honest.
I'm DJing Friday night, up to Manchester Saturday for the game.
Love that.
Watch City slap up Brighton.
Haaland getting another brace.
Haaland, I'm
Boring.
Yeah, I know. I thought
don't go anywhere.
Oh, love that.
But
And then,
thank you, everyone. And Mo, thanks for being with us. as
yeah,
usual.
Mo, man, as always, big up Mo joining us over from the States as well. Mo, is there anything you want to plug you've got coming out on Interworldwide?
No, man, it's just fine, man. I'm just waiting for tomorrow. And guys, thank you everybody for watching us and all of us here, Never Foul family. We love the support and we appreciate everybody that is watching us and everybody that watches us on playback. If you're watching this on playback, thank you so much, everybody. Make sure to help us by liking the videos, subscribing if you haven't. And we really appreciate everyone here.
Love that, guys. You heard it here. Make sure you like this video on your way out if you haven't, because it really helps the algorithms. And we'll be back tomorrow. Come on, United.